everybody? We're back at it with this thing. Got a little more tore down. I didn't really film a lot of the in-between. I'm terrible at this, you guys, so bear with me. But, yeah, basically I got her down. She's pretty clean. Surface is pretty much ready to go. I still haven't taken the head to the machine shop yet because I've been waiting to get a good time when my buddy is there and I could actually drop it off to him and whatnot. So, with that being said, pretty much at the point now where I got a couple little things. I cleaned up the trans. See that thing looking pretty clean. It's hard to tell on camera, but not enough light in here. But yeah, pressure washed a bunch of stuff and cleaned up pans and a bunch of intercooler piping and stuff just got cleaned up. Yeah, basically I'm getting there. I ordered a bunch of parts. I got them in. A couple of them right here. New pilot bearing, new throwout bearing, Nissan stuff. So basically I got a new timing chain and a new tensioner. So I'm planning on putting those on. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I never really did find anything. I know I thought I was going to find some interesting stuff. Another look at that trans piece that got totally destroyed somehow. I think trans fluid just ate it away or something. Try to get a shot where the camera's not in it. Whatever. I got a new one of those. I'm gonna reuse my radiator pipes because they're still good. Look, I am old school stuff too. It still says ISIS. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm probably going to put the oil pans back on. I do want to flip this thing over actually and check the rod bearings while I have it this far down. I feel like it'd be stupid not to check them and just make sure there's not some craziness going on in there. I feel like they're fine, you know what I mean? And I have a funny suspicion that I'll probably check a few of them and then realize that they're all fine and not want to check them, but I'll end up checking them all because my OCD won't let me, because possibly the one that I don't check will be the one that's fucked up. So yeah. There's that. Oh, and I have this issue that I'm really not looking forward to. It's not going to be fun. Here, check this shit out. Yeah. So I managed to shear that stud off. If it'll focus. Well, long story short, sheared that one off and broke that one completely off. The other ones are pretty good, although this one kind of backed out of the hole. I don't know if I have to double nut it up and put it back in there or something, but I did buy some new studs, but the problem will be getting it out of there. I should have never taken off my turbo outlet pipe. I don't know what I was thinking. Definitely not one of my better moments. I have a few of those every now and then. I was also thinking, while I have the motor out of this car, I think for some reason a long time ago I had swapped an S13 manual drive shaft into my S14. And I actually have, it's a little bit fatter, I guess. I always thought that a skinny drive shaft was from the automatics, but apparently I was wrong, or I have some friends that have manual, S14s, and theirs are tiny, like this one that I have. So I'm assuming that that was the one that I had originally for the car, and somehow throughout all this, I put probably the one from the S13 on that one. And it's a mess in here because I just ordered a bunch of stuff and there's a bunch of cardboard and I don't have anywhere to throw it away yet. So there is that. But yeah, I'm gonna reuse the water pump and the oil pump because, number one, the oil pump's expensive as shit for an SR, and I don't think anything was wrong with mine. I mean, I had oil pressure when it had oil pressure. There's no metal shavings or anything that I found anywhere, so I think we're good as far as all that. Like I said, I'm just gonna look at the rod bearings one time and make sure that the rod bearings are Gucci, and then I'm gonna bolt the pans up, the oil pan, new chain on there, wait for the head, I guess, do everything that I can until I get the head back. I am going to powder coat that, so we're going to send that off too. Need to do that. Yeah. I do have a new trans gasket. I actually bought the actual gasket this time because I'm not playing with RTV or none of that shit. I'm not entirely sure, but the other kind of bomb is that I think that I have some input bearings, output bearings on this transmission that are on their way out. I had a weird noise with the clutch engagement when I would let out in first gear. You could kind of hear it in the other gears, but not so much because the engine RPMs would kind of drown it out, and the exhaust note, you know what I mean, you wouldn't hear it. But I was having an issue that I assumed was my throwout bearing, because when I bought this spec clutch here, it's a stage 4 clutch or something, because I believe the stage 4 was cheaper than the stage 3. It's literally the only reason I did it. This clutch will hold like 500 horsepower, and I'm making like barely 330 to the wheels, you know what I mean? So with that being said, when I bought this clutch, it came with its own throwout bearing. So me not really knowing anything about this, I put it in, you know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah, new one, why not rock it out? Well, I guess from some of my research and from just reading and talking to other people, and basically they say it's a no-no, just supposed to use the OEM throwout bearing. So my clutch fork and everything looks good, it wasn't bent or anything. The bearing didn't seem bad, however it does sound like it has a bunch of stuff, you can probably hear that in it. So yeah, there is that. I bought a new one just to put a new one in it. Why not? And it's an OEM. So hopefully I don't have that issue, although I don't think that was the issue. It's basically what I was just getting at. Sorry, I kind of got sidetracked. I think that the transmission bearings are bad, and that's what it was. / I never did change the pilot bearing on this thing when I put the clutch in, and I probably should have, but I was being lazy then, and I figured, it's fine. I don't need to do this. So now I get to have the fun of, you know, removing a pilot bushing. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but it's usually quite a task and not usually that fun. But I'm going to do it. And yeah, I still got a bunch of stuff over here to clean up. But yeah, pretty soon I'm going to send this bad boy. There was some cracks here, you know, some detonation had chewed away at the head there, and I believe it's all still good. There's some valves that have like surface paste that have been eaten away and stuff, but they're all still appear to be seating right. Nothing contacted, nothing, you know. So we're gonna roll with it. And on the cam, you know, journals look good, and I really can't complain unless the thing is cracked, which we will find out because BJ will be testing it. So, you know, hopefully it's not warped or anything like that either, and that would suck. Although I do have a buddy locally here that has a head, you know, it's just sitting there, and he said if I needed it, I'd take it. So hopefully I don't have to go that route, but it's an option. So I'm not really scared. Just, you know, kind of looking forward to putting this thing back together and letting her rip again, because as soon as I put the engine back together, I'm literally driving it to go get painted. And, you know what I mean? I'll probably post it up for sale after that. We'll see. I mean, I need the money to build this car, basically, so that's kind of where I'm at. There's no sense in having 2 race car 240s, you know? Although this one here, the coupe will be way more of a race car when it's done, but yeah. I got some random shit in here. Another S14 dash that I might rework before I sell it and put it in there. This one has a little bit of work I've done to it. Oops, just hit the camera. I got all kinds of tail lights. Literally, I got coupe tails here, I got coupe tails there, I got coupe tails there. I got a kooky centerpiece there. I got that's a Z32 brake master, but it's a 240 booster. Manual S13 booster. It's the one for this car. The one I will be rocking with my 300ZX brakes, or maybe even CTS Vs if I'm balling like that. I don't know yet, because it's going to cost some money to build this tube front. But, yeah. Got my gritty. And it even says SR20. SR20. But, yeah. Got that thing pretty much cleaned up. I had sprayed some WD-40 just on the baffles, because if not, they start rusting. I'm gonna show you all the parts that I got right now. Bam, let's go inside. I already technically unboxed it and everything, but new chain, new tensioner. These are those exhaust studs for the turbo that are busted. I need to go make sure that these are actually the same size, but gave me new nuts for them too, but the old nuts were shitty, so I need those. I went hot boy with my oil filter. Bought an HKS. I've had a lot of good luck with these, so I bought an OEM Nissan SR21, but for some reason I feel like it doesn't have the right flow or something. It just felt funny to me. This was the transmission mount. That's right here. New one of those. See, this one's actually an ISR one. I think the other one was a P2M. So maybe this one's made out of a little bit different plastic. Let's see. I don't remember what was in there. There's my shifter seal. Told y'all I bought one. I got a Tomei head gasket this time. It's Tomei. I'm not gonna open it yet, but I'll tell you right there what it is. It's SR20. It's 87 millimeter. It's 1.2 millimeters thick. So basically a stockish replacement because I don't have any board out, nothing. So, and then I have an ISIS Performance gasket kit. Sorry. So it's a complete SR gasket kit. I kind of need to open this though. Let's see if it comes with exhaust gaskets. Gotta be careful when opening gasket boxes with a razor blade. You never want to cut any of your stuff. And it looks like it comes with a stock exhaust gasket, which I will not use. So it looks like I'll be buying one of those. Bunch of O-rings, valve cover, ICV, bunch of different ones, turbo drain, stock exhausts, front and rear main seal. Here's my intake manifold gaskets. Looks like I got a turbo manifold gasket. Oh, I got a new tensioner gasket. Yeah, so basically I just need to get rid of this. Can't use that. I probably could use it, but I'm not going to attempt it. I'm going to get a multi-layer steel one. Sweet. And that's that. Besides the throw-up bearing and the pilot,